bucks for a coffee, for a cold brew, and fuck it, I'm gonna wake up with all this sugar. Look, this is nice.
Yeah,
This
it's really
this
lovely.
could almost be certain parts of California, even in the spring. Almost, but not quite. Like, this tree here is not a California tree.
I would say maybe Spain? Just wild guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be.
Okay, I guess we can't go there. Shall we go this way? Or that way to start?
Oh,
Oh,
there's
check that
sign.
sign.
Ter-
Yeah, right there.
DNR
Trilna.
Interesting.
Sounds like an Eastern European name, but hard to tell.
What did it say? Trauma?
Trilna.
Well, we've got something looks like gum trees though. And we got something that looks like almost like oak trees. That's why I wondered about California, because we have both eucalyptus and
Some cows.
oak, but yeah, these trees just aren't quite right, and plus we don't have like random ass donkeys in the middle of the road. But hello, donkey. Somebody has trimmed this donkey's hooves though.
It's like a chopped haircut.
Yeah, it must be winter time. Some donkeys just get shaggy, but you know, horses and donkeys both grow long hair in the winter, which most people don't realize, because you never see, unless it's some very Viking-y movie, you never see winter phase horses for some reason.
Yeah.
They like body clip them, I think. Like, there's a lot of stuff people just don't know about horses. And we got white cows. Quite a variety of cattle coloration here.
Palm tree.
Yeah, wild growing palm trees. Yeah, we're definitely not in California. I mean, we get palm trees, but not in a biome like this. Ew, look, this is kind of neat. I don't know. I'm kind of, like, it's so fucking cold and gloomy out right now. I'm feeling the semi-tropical
Yeah.
kind of vibe right
We've
now.
had rain
Like,
for the past 4 days or something.
yeah, it's been kind of intense. We finally figured out how to get the heater to turn on though, so that's nice. Cause like, these guys are curious.
Looking back, yeah.
We got our cinder brick construction type of stuff going on here. We could be on an island too.
Possible.
Oh yeah, look at this. Definitely not California. Well, that's interesting. Now, what countries tend to put tile on the whole front facades of their buildings?
I mean, I don't think Eastern Europe, but I don't think we're in Eastern Europe.
No, we're not.
I think I saw it in Argentina, but I'm not sure. It was only like once or twice though that I've seen it. It's not too common.
Look at that shack.
There's bamboo. Somebody used it as a fence. I'm not seeing any bamboo growing here, but bamboo is an incredibly invasive plant. Like, you don't want to plant bamboo. Oh, wait, holy fuck, wait. Is that Ocotillo? No, it's not. Okay. I was gonna say if it was Ocotillo, then it would definitely be North America, but
Ticking off a bunch of things that might have me believe it's South America or Central America.
I think that I can't tell if that's mistletoe or some other sort of like, no, it's not, because look, we got more here. Stuff with the roots coming
That
down.
seems like a more tropical
Yeah,
trees, I would say.
something that grows and gets its moisture from the mist.
Yeah.
Because it's got roots like up here, or you know, it eats off of the tree a bit, but it obviously gets moisture out of the air too. Tells me where it's probably someplace that has a monsoon type of season.
Like South America wouldn't be a bad guess.
Yeah.
Potentially as well.
I could see like this being used in a scene in a movie.
Yeah.
When the
Could be
heroes are
Central
on a
America too.
when the heroes are on a trip trying to solve, find the missing artifact or solve a mystery or something, and they stop by there.
It's just so pleasant. It looks
It
poor
is.
but pleasant. Oh, this guy is not very sun-kissed.
Yes, a little bit. He's caramel.
Can we try to skip behind the motorcycle to see the license plate?
Oh,
We
you're
don't have
gonna.
That's one of our house rules. Our house rules and the license plates are no
It's
Googling.
blocked. It's
It's
blocked.
all it's all history anyway.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? So as I'm sure you're probably aware, we have a history of genocide in the United States. The Spanish were really heinous about it, and then we had the whole Manifest Destiny thing. But for some reason, Americans tend to only think of people like tribes from the area of the United States, maybe Canada, to be Native Americans, which is weird because it's in the below the border of Mexico, like suddenly all of the people there that are very clearly of Native descent or a great deal of Native descent, people don't think of them as being Native American.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just that's so US nation centric, because now we feel generally most of us feel really bad about what happened, and there tends to be kind of a respect and even like a reverence or a fetishization of Native people, but not if their tribe is from Mexico or below. Then people don't even recognize that they're Native.
I would say that's a language misconception, honestly, because Native American is a replacement for a word Indian.
Yeah,
but Native American is anybody who natively lived on the American continent, on both of them.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this created the stigma, like when you say rollerblades, right? It's not the name of the thing, it's a brand name, but it's so stigma that everybody knows what you're talking about. Plus you can't say Indians because isn't it like not politically correct term?
No,
so
not unless you are. If you're Native, then you can call yourself Indian or Skin.
yeah, but if
you're not, then
if you're not Native, then how would you refer to I'm just calling them Indians, I don't give a fuck. How would you refer to Indians?
Maybe
would you say native North Americans or Native American? Or
saying Native North American and Native South American might help that language.
But they don't even recognize like Native tribes that are in Mexico, and it's really weird. Like they don't actually recognize the people as being Native.
Example,
like most Americans
I have some Tarascan Native American blood. The Tarascans are one of the peoples of Central Native America.
Technically, what is native, right? Are Jews native?
Well, with the Americas, it's a lot easier to differentiate that divide because of the more contemporary exploration.
Well, yes, but the tribes could still move, right? Like Czech tribe and Czech tribe has this big saying that granddaddy Czech brought them here when he saw them the Mount of whatever it's called.
Right,
so they definitely came here. They were native. Actually, Germanic tribes were native here.
Right, but we're talking about
people that came like 25.
No. They found out that they came in the maybe 40,000 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're talking about before there were any.
Okay.
Before there were any tribes in Europe or anything like that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't there be a shop name on one of these buildings unless it's a private property?
It seems like it's just like somebody's like
farmhouse.
This is really interesting though. Look at this
little dam over here.
There's like tile work and a little dam and like little waterfalls.
But I was gonna say I forget which South American country, you can Google it, but they found several cave networks with artifacts, just like hundreds and hundreds of artifacts that go back for like 40 something thousand, like 49,000.
Prohibidar com comida e
Oh,
bebida.
Brazil.
That's Spanish.
Portuguese. Oh, is it
That's
Portuguese?
Spanish. No, bebida is beber
Oh yeah,
is Spanish.
bebida is drink. You're right. Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
So you can enter with foods and drinks, and you can't enter with a bicycle.
motorcycle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
So this is Spanish. So it's either Spain, Mexico, or whatever Spanish-speaking
Or the
countries
other
are in
20
South America.
countries.
Well,
Yeah.
there's like
Or Central America. There's plenty of other countries in Central America too, which is
But
technically North America.
If you come back a bit, the horses and the dress of the people doesn't look like the European style. Even if like you didn't see the license plate, even if it was blurred, it didn't look like a European style license plate.
Yeah, it's not. It's not Spain.
Yeah,
let me
no.
see that.
Santana do
Santana.
Monte, that might be the name of the city
Saint.
or the name of the place. Extensão da Escola.
School.
That's yeah.
It's a school.
That's a city school actually.
Yeah.
This is a village school. This is an extension to a municipal school of Elias Ferreira do Nascimento, of birth of Elias Ferreira. So whoever the fuck was Elias Ferreira, that's the country where we are in. At least.
What does this say?
I think this is a phone booth right here.
Yeah. So
And there's
I would
flowers
say
growing in the tiles.
this is South America.
Yeah. Wow, man.
Or
This
Central.
is just like
Or Central America.
I'm not often like really fascinated with a locale in like Central or South America, to be honest with you. But I would visit this area, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
I would want to live in this area for a while.
Yeah.
I like the little hills. Like they're not really.
Yeah.
I would say maybe it's
like living in like a bungalow.
misconception. This looks too green to be Central America. No?
Well, no, Central
I
America
mean, there's
can
jungles.
be very
there's
green.
The jungles of
Okay.
Nicaragua, yeah,
Well,
and Honduras,
Panama.
Panama. Yeah, there's like jungles
Costa
in those
Rica.
places.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Costa Rica is that actually? I guess that's central.
This horse is very relaxed, you can tell, because his penis is hanging out. Moving on. Oh, by the way, my tick removal video, it doesn't even show a tick, it's just this blurry 18-second video of a horse making a funny face while people pull ticks off of him. It's got like 67,000 views on it the last time I checked. And I'm like, why? And people, a couple of people said, well, some YouTube video of animals pulling ticks off of other animals popped up and the algorithm just brought us all here after. Okay. Well, welcome to 2008, I guess. Enjoy my shitty YouTube video of all the videos that I have. Because I have some that are, like, I have one where I'm taking a nap with a horse that Huffington Post stole and didn't, like, ask permission or give me any credit or any compensation for it. But they put it on a bunch of HuffPo videos that made it around the internet. I didn't get a bunch of views on the video itself, though. They got them.
That's a nice achievement. I would still sue them for
right?
not damages, but the payment for using
Stolen
your
intellectual
material.
property. Yeah.
And because you have you have a right for a reward, can be said. So they need to pay you that author reward. I'm not sure if it can be like considered damage.
I can't really afford to take on Huffington Post in court. That's the problem with these like big entities. Like, unfortunately, there's way too much pay to win in the American justice system. I know there's plenty of courts that are much worse, but it's still, you know.
I don't think it's a question of pay to win. It's a question just yes. If it's always hard to take anyone.
Oh, there's a sign back there. Go back.
Yeah, on a court case, right?
Okay.
We sell something.
Vendese este sitio for sale.
And those the area code.
Yeah.
2.
Well, I sure don't know that area code.
Like, author lawsuit should be very easy. If you can prove you're the author and you have the media published sooner than they did, there shouldn't be anything that anybody would pay anyone for them to win that battle. Their only chance is then go off court and settlement.
Huh.
Oh, look at this.
That is so neat.
It's a site of our Mrs.
Fatima.
Fatima.
That sounds.
Or
it looks like
That's a Muslim
native.
name.
It looks
That's-
like native people in that sign. I was just seeing if I could get closer to it or to the other side. But everybody's kneeling.
Fatima is not a South American name. That's a Muslim name.
Senora Nosa, but it could have been some saint too, you know.
Wait. This is Portuguese.
Yeah.
Because Senora in Spanish is with the N and with the accent. This is
Yeah, and this
Portuguese.
is Senhora.
Or Brazilian.
Yeah. This is
Yeah,
starting
I
to this is starting to
yeah.
come together.
And then
thought the
Fatima could be
Yeah, I
either
think,
Mary or
some of the
something related.
words,
Yeah,
some of the
I
words
thought
were
it was Portuguese earlier, but
Yeah, I studied both and I can speak
you
none
could
of
speak
them now. It's all kind of,
Wait, Sousa sounds familiar. We've been to Sousa before.
Or Sousa Ilivina.
Sousa,
Or
isn't that a
Uh,
town in like Brazil, Sousa?
Yeah, it should be.
Is
I think
it?
we
Do you guys
weren't we
remember?
there on our when I was last time playing GeoGuessr with you? Wasn't it like the similar city in Bolivia or Brazil,
Whoa.
somewhere around that border?
Yeah, I remember seeing Sousa and it
Sousa? What does it say in Bolivia?
Souza.
Go back
And
to
it's
the map. Go back to zoom in a little bit.
Well, it says Sousa E something at the bottom of that sign.
it's
Oh.
organization Sousa e Silvina, but the first name of the organization
What
looks
does
like
that?
the name
No,
of
no,
the
look
city.
at look where it says route. Okay, so if you go south,
Mm-hmm.
now go west.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going, keep going. What
Sucre?
does that say? Oh, okay.
Sucra. That's sugar. I think it's a town named Sugar.
Sorry.
Probably.
I'm
No,
like-
that's azúcar.
That's not sugar. Yeah, that's
When it was-
sugar.
I couldn't-
Sucre
I
is a
couldn't
guy
read
from
it.
is the name of the guy from Prison Break.
I couldn't read it because I'm on the TV, so it's far.
Oh my god. Going through fucking Brazil trying to find a town.
Yeah.
We
no,
managed it. We managed it in GeoGuessr. I played with
Sousa, I don't think that's a town, is it?
Vault Boy. Yeah,
Alley?
maybe
Oh,
not.
Vault Boy.
With Vault
It's a
Boy
company.
and Nitro and I think
Well-
maybe CJ, and we got four of them. We got 5,000 points each, and one of them we had 0 meters away.
Oh,
I-
is that
It was
right?
like
I can
Yeah.
tell you that this is the city right now, or it's a village. So if the Sousa is a village, we'll need to zoom more on that map. Otherwise, you won't find it because whatever the sign on the wall was, that was a pool or city pool.
Piscina, yeah.
Christianity was a really tragic thing to happen to the Americas. Honestly, I hope I'm not offending anybody with that, but
What?
like
No, I'm not Spanish. I don't give a
horrible things were done in the name of Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus Christos.
Yeshua bin Yosef.
What?
Yeshua bin Yosef is actually much closer to the name of Jesus Christ than what we say now.
Oh yeah, because it's I was
Yeshua
wondering
bin
why it
Yosef.
sounds Arabic. It's Joshua's son of Joseph, which makes
Mhm.
sense. Which is
Mhm.
yeah.
We
I
got
think those
some-
things would have happened whether or not they were Christians as well. Is another thing to realize.
Yeah, but they did
people
some.
will always have a reason to take and collect resources.
That's true, but the things that they did specifically in the name of religion and the way it eradicated the native culture so horribly is really tragic. Like the area that I come from. I mean, some tribes were very violent and kept slaves, etc., etc. But the area I came from, the people were like super chill and nice, and like when the Spanish missionaries and conquistadors came, they were just like, cool, new neighbor, we'll help you move in, we'll help you build. You want help building? Like they didn't even like immediately realize they'd been enslaved. They were just like, yeah, we're helping out because you're a new neighbor, and like a bunch of us recently died to this mystery plague that swept across the country, you know, so
Yeah.
it's cool. It'd be cool to have more people living here, you know, and then they like tortured them, cut off pieces of them, separated the men and the women, and forced them to live. I mean, they live separately as slaves in these like compounds and worked them to death. I mean, they really committed like serious major genocide. Like a number of the tribes, the only surviving aspect of them is from the vaqueros, who were the result of the Spanish raping the native women, and the children that resulted. They called them vaqueros. And oh, look at that buckskin. And they didn't see them as being as human as Spanish people, but they saw them as being more human than like the Ohlone people and the other native people in the areas. And so they had them work their cattle for them.
Wait. Could you look back at the sign? Isn't that
It's the municipal water.
Municipal water, and De Santana do Mundual should be either the name of the municipality or the city, because they always say de, and that it's a subjective of place or object of place.
That's a good point. Let's see if we can just see it. If it's too small, then it's gonna be too difficult.
It looks like a smaller city, so we might need to zoom a bit more. Because
look at this country, right?
Yeah. We can do it. We have a whole day.
I don't. I have maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't have a text yet about my Bananas Foster French croissant bread. So, we don't even know what state that it's in. Like,
What
if
is
this
that?
weren't covered up,
yeah.
If this weren't covered up, we'd probably see more, because this is Municipal Day. And that would have probably told us a lot more. Wait, is there a state with a fun? No, damn.
No fun allowed.
Like, I'm starting to learn the biomes of Brazil a little more, but
I would say it's more on the eastern side of Brazil than the western one. This doesn't look like a
it's
jungle
not.
environment, more like a hilly and more drier, like closer to the ocean.
Well, it's not super hilly right along here. Not super hilly.
It's difficult. It's difficult to say because even on the eastern side, there's some parts that are just so thick with jungle. And then there's some places that are more barren in the center as well. It really depends. So.
This village is so tiny too. Like, do you have any idea how many people are in Brazil and how many villages? We got town dogs though.
Puedo coger el bebé.
But the vaquero people that worked the cattle, they developed their own riding style, and they it's a kind of rein cow horse. It's kind of cattle working riding, where you have to really have a really good partnership of trust with the horse. It's not, when done right, about coercion at all. It's about synergy.
That's the city.
And yeah, it's not. This is
for.
not a big city.
That's the village that we're looking for. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Does
think we're
everybody
gonna have to
remember what
keep
it's
going.
called? It had like a MU.
It's the Santana de
de
Mua -L or whatever. Yeah.
Like Monica.
Do you want to just drop a pin and get to the next one, or should we look a little more? Well, now that we're getting to the town, we might get more information.
Yeah. Plus, this is still kind of cool to look at, you know.
Quite.
But that is the style of horsemanship and horseback riding that I was trained in. Was vaquero style rein cow horse, which is unique to California, I believe.
Is that different than Western style?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of similarities. I mean, it is still like a Western saddle usually. Sometimes you use a hackamore instead of a bridle, so you just have like a loop, like a loop hanging from their nose, and sometimes you use reins, of course, and a bit. But the reining is so delicate. Like, you know how English writing, they're always holding the reins kind of taut,
Yeah.
and it's there's just so much like control and coercion in it. Whereas you have the reins very, very loose in Vaquero style, because these are people that are like riding the horse all day long, working cattle, and they also have to trust the horse to make decisions faster than they can instruct them to make when working with cattle.
I can tell you a situation where, because I've only done Western style a couple times. I'm not really interested in doing English style, and the horse definitely made a decision while I had Mira ride for her first time, and she was super scared, right? Because sometimes it can be frightful the first time you do it.
By the
Because you
way,
hear all these stories of people breaking their spines and shit.
Hold on. Steve, I'm sorry to cut you off. That Esalen thing, that was the second time I saw that word. I don't know if that's a city or also.
Good point. Anyway, go on, Steve.
Oh yeah, so basically we were at this little stream, and Mira wasn't ready for it, and the horse just jumped over the stream. It made the decision all by itself, and like Mira like folded back on the horse so far that I thought she like pulled her back or was gonna fall off, but she was able to stay on, which was really nice.
Oh, that's impressive, jumping the first time you're on a horse. Yeah, when it's on those like guided trail rides, you're not riding the horse, you're being taken for a ride on the horse.
Yep.
Well, it was supposed to be this young Peruvian boy leading us through these like old Incan ruins, but the horse wasn't listening to him, so he told me to just take over. And we definitely had a language barrier because he couldn't speak English, and my Spanish was fucking terrible. So I'm just like, all right, I'll take over. And so I'm just leading us through these ruins with Western style horse. It was really fun. It was really cool.
Sao Paulo, look, state of 4.
Oh shit! Awesome.
This stuff for Sao Paulo.
Okay,
could just be a business from there because it's a big place. But let's check anyway. Let's zoom in and see.
Para Sao Paulo. Para means for.
For Sao Paulo.
Yeah, not from.
Viagens are like travels. So it's Sao Paulo travels.
You never know though. Let's see if we see that town.
You know what?
The city or the village we weren't that big, so I tried to zoom a bit more maybe. Oh yeah, this might be good.
I was gonna say, it doesn't look like it's a very rich area, and it's so clean and neat, right? Like everyone's maintaining their landscape, and there's no garbage on the street.
Well,
people are proud of where they live in, and there's not a lot of despair.
Just because you have a shitty house doesn't mean you can live like a fucking pig, right?
No,
yeah, but you do see.
But we see like
you see a lot of that in like severe poverty, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I was.
Monsoon just washes it away. I'm just kidding.
I was in a gypsy slums, and those were, you could literally compare them to the slums you saw in pictures in Brazil. Fucking shit, dilapidated outside, smelly, pissy, dogs running. But the moment you entered the house, it was fucking clean.
Oh yeah, and usually pretty fucking.
And yeah, and they take care of it. And they even had a fucking TV and satellite, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I have a friend who's Romani. Her almost her entire Romani tribe got massacred in Canada of all places.
Wow.
After they fled Europe, fled the Nazis. Like most of them got massacred.
Nice. I have ammunition for fueled arguments against Canadians now. Excellent.
I think.
What about those Romani, huh? Eh?
Well, you just ask what they've done with First Nations people, and how they treat them now, because there's still some fucked up shit going on there with that. Let me tell you.
Maybe that's why they're trying to work everything out, right? To be like a good guys.
We did a little bit of the Spanish, the southern Spain Romani gypsy caves. We got to see some traditional flamenco inside one of their homes. It was pretty cool. In Spain they have caves in the mountains.
Now, when it comes to that particular word, some people embrace it.
Very true. Very true.
And some people see it as the equivalent of the N-word, like the Nazis, for example, talked about how to solve the gypsy problem.
Yeah, and so we talked to some Romani, like directly to ask them how they felt about it, and at least the ones that we talked to were okay with it. I think to a degree it helped them with their like flamenco business because people are just like, oh, they associate the word with like traditional flamenco and things like that.
Gypsy over here is not a derogatory term. It's not like a politically correct term, but it's not derogatory. If you want to say, you would say degesh, which is holy fuck.
Or if you're in England, piker. But those folks aren't even usually Romani, actually.
Trigger knows that. Oh fucking hey poikies!
Well, when it's used as a verb, I think it's more derogatory. Like, oh, I've been gypped, you know, like I've been conned. But
okay. Okay, Rio is river, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the degesh, the word has a Hungarian origin, and it means somebody who was ritually unclean. So someone who was eating horse, dog meat, or what's the name of that?
But look at that street. Look how
or
clean it is.
carcasses.
This is a town that people are proud of living in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting.
I feel like I want to put that into my D&D world building. Like, that's a cool fucking little fact.
That's the city. Santana do Mundao Al. That's the city.
Okay, and it's a little bigger than we thought it was.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. That seems like it.
And hopefully it's in in the state of Sao Paulo. We're not totally sure.
Well, the state of Sao Paulo isn't that big, so it should.
But what I'm saying is that business might just
might not be there.
But we can still try it. Is it there? Have your food? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm so excited about this.
Do us a favor, zoom in a little bit on Sao Paulo when you go AFK. That way we can just take a look while you go AFK. Or not.
Well, wait. Where is it? Steve?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
You went to Sao Paulo, right?
Yeah. Let me tab over there. I'm recording this, so let me pull up your stream and boom.
I wouldn't consider this as a cheating since
this is fair. This is fair. Yeah, it's like we're using a different topography. We could zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wait, maybe let me change this to a. No, that's
this
worse.
This one's a little clearer. Yeah.
Because the state of Sao Paulo goes like here, and it ends here, and it goes around this river.
You know, I'm sorry, I should have put the map open for you guys.
Okay. Rax pulled up Google Maps in the meantime.
If you check the Google Maps, like the state goes from here around this, through this river, and then around here, and then back down here. So the state is quite actually huge. And the hilly part, I would consider this is not a hilly part. This is a hilly part. Over here.
Oh, loud.
My side order is big enough to be its own order. I ordered some corned beef hash on the side, and it's an entire dinner plate worth of corned beef hash.
Nice. It reminds me, I have some leftovers from a really nice Italian place I'm gonna have for lunch.
Alright, I'm doing my unboxing.
Chicken scapariello, I think they call it. I'm not too good with that.
There was a small road, so it's not a big road, and I would guess it's on this side of the map, because this is where the national park starts. This looks more hilly. So
I'm gonna show you guys my food.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as pretty as it would be if I ordered it at the restaurant and sat down and ate it, but I don't want a side of COVID with my meal, so that's okay.
Could I get can I get a big French fries with a side of COVID, please?
Yes. I'd like some freedom and a ventilator.
I hope Cuomo kept those ventilators.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh, there are even.
Oh, that's pretty tasty. Okay, so where are we going with this?
I'm gonna jump back onto Evstrom.
Yeah.
Can
Try to zoom in on like northern eastern part of Sao Paulo city, where that's the small edge of the.
The city.
Yeah. And there's if you if you zoom out a bit, there's a still of Sao Paulo state that goes to the right of the Sao Paulo city, which is more hilly, and we saw more hills when we were going through that road. And if you zoom in, the more cities will pop out. So I think we might. It's either on the right side of the Sao Paulo or on the left side, because whatever goes into the inner land doesn't look that hilly as this part particularly. I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah. Also, tomorrow is Samhain in my secondary partner's religion. And he's going to be observing it with me.
What do you do?
Well, it's where a lot of Halloween traditions came from before they got really like bastardized. You get a little bit of it from Winter Nights, which is just from my particular practice too, but it's a day when the veil is seen as being thinnest between the living and the dead.
Mm-hmm.
So you and you might see some hints of it in Dia de los Muertos as well, but you have a feast for the dead and you have an extra place sitting for the dead. And you light a candle and you leave a west-facing window or door open. And if anybody shows up at your house, you need to show them hospitality and feed them dinner and the like, in case they're a spirit.
Only if they're a spirit, or
old tradition. In case they are, because they'll fuck you up if you don't
I think I
show
know
proper
somebody who
hospitality.
celebrates this as well. I'll show up and get some free food.
You guys want to come on over? I mean, I'll be like, Steve, you died?
Maybe. Just feed me in case.
Yeah. There's also you light 2 fires and you go between the fires, and there's some interesting things like that. It's like the least fun holiday. It's not like Beltane, where you celebrate surviving winter. This one is like welcoming the winter in and preparing for the winter emotionally, like we might die.
Well, now that you're out of California, you can actually celebrate it like with purpose.
Right, exactly.
Except your holiday should consist of like buying salt and snow shovels, to be honest.
Well, I have snow shovels. I don't have salt though.
Well, salt can fuck up your garden and stuff. You might there's other alternatives to salt. Like even sand can help disperse like the molecules in the ice or whatever. However the fuck that works scientifically, I don't know. Subtraction, I guess.
Has anybody been looking for this town?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, but I just don't think we're gonna spot it after the amount that we looked. At least
should we just like guess?
I'm thinking it might be in another state. That's the problem.
Oh yeah.
Or even if it's not, it's just
definitely
so
in Brazil,
small.
but we knew that.
I'm cool with dropping a pin just for the sake of like enjoying the game.
Okay, alright.
Carrying on.
Yeah, why not? If you wanna do it, go for it.
Oh, it was in a totally different state. Oh no.
Oh,
right,
at least I'm happy that I was correct that it was on the right hand side of
There
Sao Paulo.
Santana do Mundao. We got that
All
name
the way
right
to
too,
the
which is
right.
nice.
Yeah. It's okay. We don't have to like.
This is gorgeous. Oh, this is USA, hands down. We're done. Is it?
Is it?
Shit. What is this, Germany or something? What the fuck is this?
This is Germany
Definitely.
or
No,
damn.
South America.
You know,
I
that
mean,
could still
South,
be. That could
Africa.
still could be just a
We did have German settlers.
This
That's
can't be
what I was gonna say. It could be a
Germany, though.
German settler name. It could be. We have a lot of German settlers in the USA. Let's carry on and see if we see more
South
signs.
Africa.
But also, can I see that stop sign?
Well,
Who's
yeah,
that
this is
stop
not
sign?
Germany. This is not Germany. This is America.
This is America, yeah.
This is America.
You can just tell by
Freedom!
the shape of the fucking mountains, man.
Freedom to kill each other. Ah.
What state would you say this is, Ev? If we had to pin, just by looking at that like
Jesus.
land formation,
Right.
man.
Nevada, Utah.
This could be Montana. This could be
Colorado,
Utah,
could be
Montana.
Colorado. It's somewhere over there.
There's cacti.
Isn't
Yeah.
Montana like more grain?
Depends.
Nah, there's parts.
I mean, like, yeah, like
Actually,
I drove.
nitro's from Montana, by the way, which is
I
really
think I
cool.
drove through Montana, didn't I? And
There's-
it was like it was like this actually. It's kind of a good call.
I've traveled so much more internationally than nationally, and one of the places I do want to see in the USA is like the Yellowstone parts of Montana. I want to see that really badly. The mountains
Yellowstone
are
is really
gorgeous.
cool.
The Montana mountains in Yellowstone are gorgeous. They're huge. They look like Patagonia, man. They're just gorgeous.
The oh my god, I hate aphasia. What are those things?
The geographical
Geysers.
features. Oh,
Like geysers and hot springs and stuff are really amazing. I hear they're not as cool now, but they used to be.
I love how Ev is like, I hate aphasia, but she uses like
Oh.
a fancy term for aphasia.
Well, what do you mean not as active? You mean they're not as active? You mean?
They're not as active. Some of the
Gotcha.
pools have been like stopped up with trash or died. Humans have destroyed a lot of it.
Well, you know about that like fear about Yellowstone, how there's like
Oh, Google car chasing school bus. Come on.
that's
Or
not a
is it-
school bus.
is-
That's
is it a
carrying
truck?
it's
It's
carrying a
a-
tractor. It's carrying a
I'm
tractor.
blind. Oh yeah, that's a great tractor. You're
I
right.
thought it was a school bus too.
It's a lot of plateaus, but I think I saw some of those. I've even seen those in Nevada. I've seen some plateaus, but this is
Eve, I
probably-
honestly just wanted to say I'm so dumb with US like mountainside that I would just say it's Nevada.
I mean, that's understandable. There's a lot of open area out in the west. It's hard to tell which is which sometimes.
Well, decline whatever that was, that sign. If you look to
Mhm.
your left, that's I think that's the mountain or that's the city. The decline whatever
Mhm.
that because the sign was pointing to the different side rather
Stop
than the
it.
sign rather than the sign with the road and the stop sign was.
It's
on.
not his fault Edwin closed his doors. Leave him alone. I will throw. Yeah, that's right. Now I don't have anything left to throw at him, though. Sorry, Muffin Man is beating the shit out of Adonis because he's not allowed in Edwin's room right now. Okay, what the fuck is this?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man?
When he had surgery, like all the vet techs were singing that song all night long. He was very popular. I think his name is what saved his life because it was a $5,000 surgery and I couldn't afford it. And they were like, "Well, you got an angel fund." Because they heard me like on the phone crying to Edwin about how we're gonna have to kill him because we couldn't afford it because he had an intestinal blockage from eating human hair.
I remember that. Muffin Man's a great name for a cat.
It is. He makes muffins.
Does he
Sorry
like
for the-
muffins?
Sleep
No.
muffins.
They won't eat human food. They won't even eat fish.
Oh, my friend, he has cat from like a breeder, which is paper, wise, Persian, whatever cat. That cat is so fucking dumb that he will
Abnormal, though.
literally buy her a can of a premium cat food, and a premium cat food means that that can has a 99% of fish meat. Not even human cans have that much meat in them. And the cat goes like, I don't wanna.
We're not in the
Womp,
USA.
womp,
We're not in the
womp.
USA. We're in either South Africa
This is
or
South
Australia.
Africa.
Australia maybe? Queenstown.
Oh, it's Queenstown?
Fuck!
Dude,
We're
that's
not in
South
the USA.
Africa. South Africa and Queenstown, definitely.
That's what I said, South Africa.
Could be, could be. Let me look at the road
Or-
again. Can you zoom out again?
See, but the problem is that this.
It's South Africa. They're driving on the left side of the road. This is a one-way road. No, this is a two-way road. It's South Africa. They're driving on the left side.
So it will be easy. This is R61. There's the road. It's a huge road. So I would just zoom in a bit and scan Africa for R61.
I mean, it could
Which-
be.
Should be easily found. And if not, then this is Australia. or New Zealand.
You can't drive on the left side of the road in Australia.
Yes, you
in
can.
South Africa. Can you?
Mm.
I mean, you can drive wherever the fuck you want in Australia, but
In Australia, you drive English style.
keep forgetting that. God damn.
I've been there.
R61.
So this is C. This is
Oh, here we
R.
go. R.
R.
364.
364.
46.
Those are like little baby
43.
table
We're
mountains.
close.
Mira.
60. R60. R60 on your right. R62 on your right. On your right. R60. R62. R62. R62.
You sound like you're holding an auction.
R62.
Going twice.
Going thrice.
Oh, I saw it. Go left. Left.
I'm going
Aberdeen.
left.
Right
Yeah,
out of
there it is.
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen. Yeah. There you go. Bulford
Oh, it's
West.
probably right on that road. Yeah, it's probably right on that stretch right there. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. It's
This
not
is the
water.
only R61 road that is there. This is the full road. Can you move a bit down to the left
We're
of the
gonna follow
boulevard?
this bitch. Let's
This
see
is
where
this
it
is
takes us.
this is where it ends, right?
Rest
Yeah.
and
When you come to the Aberdeen.
I think so, but sometimes these things like start up again someplace else.
Yeah, this is where it ends. No, it
Wait.
goes up. No, it goes up right.
Okay.
I think South Africa was my favorite trip of all time. That was fucking amazing.
I can't.
Sneak see. It's also 9.
Got off. So let's find the town of Darkstad because that's 10 kilometers away from the sign we're at right now.
Yep.
And
that's
the
the
10 clicks on that map should be easily.
That's why we're zooming along. There's not much, is there?
No.
Denmark Farms Day.
It is very deserty where we are right now.
This is where it ends.
No, it's not.
No. Oh wow,
R60.
no.
You know, I have to say that with the words that said "stop" on the street did look like a different font that they use in the USA, right? F, you saw that, right?
Yeah. That's why it was a little confusing to pin down. I was like, none of this quite feels like one of our states.
There it
This
is.
is
There it is.
Tarkastad.
Tarkastad. Okay, and then let's see.
Sounds like some place in Arma 3.
Queenstown is there, so we're somewhere up around here.
Yeah, up around from where we came. If you go on Darkstad, if you zoom in a bit more,
Mm-hmm.
Look at those plateaus on the map, too.
go up a bit.
Yeah, some of that
Towards
relief
those
map.
lakes. Towards those lakes. That might be about 10 kilometers. No. That might be about 10 kilometers away from Darkstad.
I don't
Somewhere
think
around
it's-
this
I didn't see any
area.
lakes.
I don't think it's as far as.
Look for this is another.
Look for that road that goes to Klein, whatever.
Oh, we had an intersection.
This is if you this U, I bet this is the U that we sign one road coming to the main road that's at stop.
But
One
yeah,
of these.
take a look around at the starting location. I want to see. Is there like there's another road here, right? So.
There is a single
Yeah.
road. It's not this, I don't think, because this.
So go further up northwest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
perhaps.
go
Yeah.
further.
Could be the other side of the town though, but there are some
No,
plateaus
'cause-
on the map. You have topography on the map here.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true
here's-
because it can be from the
There's
other.
a,
No,
there's a river. Look, there's a river.
So go on the other side of Tarkakastag or whatever.
That's
fuck
where.
yeah,
That's
this
where
is
we're going.
it. This is it. This is wait the
sure?
river. So unless we find this U now, then we're closer. Or
Well, here's a big curve in the road.
Not that big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't
you can
there-
tell by some of these road designs too. Like that's not.
Yeah,
isn't-
those stripes. We don't have the solid stripe with the white stripe next to it. What were we thinking?
Yeah, you have yellow
I've seen
stripes
that.
everywhere.
I think I've seen a white
So
as well.
Europe. White one is mostly Europe, and by the name of the cities, you can say this was a Dutch colonization.
Oh, see, look. Wait, what's this say?
This will be the starting point.
You think so?
I-
Yeah.
I bet the fuck this will be the starting point.
Okay.
I'm down. I'm down with that.
Hey, well done.
Nice.
Very nice. Wowsy, wowsy.
It's
Very
really
nice.
I'm feeling
Very
better
nice.
now.
Zoom in on
as
that
long
car.
as
Zoom in on that car.
I'm trying to take a bite in NASCAR.
This is America.
I mean, I hate to be that guy, but that license plate does not look European.
It's not a bummer. It's not a what do you call those?
Yeah, and we Europeans doesn't have a yellow
That's right,
pussy
that's
sign
right.
with man direction, so this is definitely not Europe, I would say. Just based on the.
I think it's missing its side view mirror on this side too.
That's because he was going too fast. The wind must have blew it off.
Oh my god. Alright. Well, but look at these things here. Yeah, we're not in the United States. We got
There's
a
a
guy
horse on the
on
side of the road, dude. This
a
is
mule.
fucking.
That's a
This is fucking Central America.
that's a mule. Look at this guy holding his hat on, riding his
Look,
mule.
if you've got signs of South America, but a car that says fucking NASCAR, we're in Central America.
Aguila.
Se
Se
vende.
vende. Oh god, are we in
This is Spanish
Brazil
again.
again?
Kiosco en piscina, todos los servicios.
Hermoso. That's
This-
a man.
This
Hermoso is
might,
a man.
this
Handsome.
might be.
So here's the thing: in Mexico they use miles, and here they're using, I think, meters. So I don't think we're in Mexico. We're probably further south.
Sorry, I'm grabbing a bite.
Don't worry about it. You just made me hungry, so I'm
It's
ordering
really
food as well.
Let's see if we can
if
keep
you
up with
if you
NASCAR.
have some time later, maybe we can try that VR game called GeoGuessr,
Oh yeah.
which is more like it takes the Google like walking paths, not so much the street paths, so it's a lot harder. But you get a lot more like up close like clues, like what people are wearing and things like that.
Sure. Now I do have Dungeons and Dragons at 7 p.m.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's a long day. We'll find time.
Yeah. I got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, but I'm wide fucking awake. I don't understand my body anymore at all.
What's
It's
the
just
time?
like
It's
a-
like, is it like 7 or 8 morning? Over there?
9:49.
Oh, she's 3 hours different than. Oh, I keep forgetting you're in New York now. Shit.
Yeah,
She's in New York.
Oh,
I'm within like yelling
So-
distance.
hours.
Yeah, you're
I'm so
on the
used to
East
being
Coast.
3 hours off. Yeah, I keep forgetting, man. It's crazy.
That's 6 hours.
I'm gonna show up across the street from your condo, Steve, and be like, "Hey, what's your name?"
Get off my lawn, you damn git.
And they'll be like, and you'll say, "Steve," and I'll say, "Fuck you, Steve." And you'll say, "What's your name?" I'll say, "Ev," and you'll say, "Fuck you, Ev." Oh wait, we passed NASCAR. Oh, we almost passed NASCAR. Oh, he does have kind of a wait. I'm sorry, I'm just like mostly interested in this car here. Like we could see into it for a moment for some reason.
Oh, I saw there
He
was,
has
I think
part
there's
of
like
mirror.
one person.
Oh, you've seen that video, right? Hey, what's your name? Tony. Well, fuck you, Tony.
Haven't seen it.
You haven't? Oh god.
There's a curve on the
Wow.
left. That's what it says. Izquierda to the left.
I have to find that because it's fucking hilarious. 'Cause then people took it and they like put it as an overlay over like videos of animals like barking at each other and shit. What's your name? Ezekiel.
That's an easy way to get some YouTube hits. If you do, I've seen these guys that do like they take the orcs from Lord of the Rings and they just do like regular voices on
Ordinary
top of it.
voices, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's easy hits right there. You can do that for so many movies.
What is it? Man flesh. It smells like man flesh. Oh gosh. Gee, yeah. Let's go find him. Okay, yeah.
SOS.
Alright, we're stuck behind some heavy ass truck here.
Again,
just
the
gonna-
roads are very well maintained as well.
Mm-hmm. I hope you got a screenshot of that NASCAR.
I did.
Yeah, that's the
Apulo
name of the
five.
city we're looking for.
Apulo?
Or
Yeah.
is it the street name?
It's Apollo. No, it's
Oh,
Apollo
yeah.
and the distance.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
makes
if it's Steve said meters, then this is 5 kilometers.
But
Ooh,
the
that
terrain
street
does
sign
look like
though. Is that a
Costa
South
Rica.
American street sign though? I don't know. That.
Is this a South American street sign?
Well, maybe it's
Because this
central.
usually looks like a distance sign next to a road.
I don't know if that's
Because
I'm not-
roads don't have street signs. You don't have any like
Why are we going
houses
back?
next to it.
Wait, because I want to see what's on the other side of the start point. But I also wanted to.
That's a good point because, well, we could verify that, right? I don't know. So, isn't it a practice in South America and America that when you enter a town or a city or a village, it has a sign in front of it that says the name of the village?
kind of.
So if we would go towards that Apollo 5 and we would click 5 kilometers, we should come to Apollo, right? If
Yeah.
that gets us correct.
Yeah, but that doesn't narrow it down because
And
these
that
countries are
Apollo
huge.
City should give us potentially maybe a region.
They might have signs or hints or something.
I
Yes.
feel like this is Costa Rica. for some reason.
Ooh, look at this hut. Where have we seen that before?
Costeña. This is Spanish,
Yeah,
or at least the
that's just
name
a
of the
company.
beer is
Or,
Spanish.
yeah. I'm almost wondering if I don't know, man.
I like that green and yellow building.
Do you think it's
we
do you
got
think it's a
some
chance
colonial
do you
styling.
think this is a chance this might actually be not South America and be Spain or
Could
somewhere
be.
in Caribbean?
I don't think it's Spain. It could be like Costa Rica or like
Maybe
Central
could be.
America.
Not Spain, but maybe one of the islands.
It could be one of the islands. Look at the
Yeah,
terrain.
the road signs doesn't look like European ones, I would say. So might be South America.
This doesn't look South. It could be like Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't
Maybe.
like I don't think these are Central American road signs.
Really?
I don't
Oh
think
my
they're
god,
Central
these
American.
pecans are fucking lit.
Wait, go back on that sign that you just looked at. Zoom
It's
in.
really,
I want to see the
really-
URL. The URL.
Yeah.
Maybe there's no URL.
It's too dusty.
This
Via
is Via la Navetta.
Navetta.
That's the name of the road or the name of the.
I see another
City.
big sign. I see a series of big signs, so hello.
There's another sign on the other side if you continue ahead. Yeah. Oh, fucking truck. Fucking truck.
Okay, it's services.
Service. Yeah. It's a gas station or a
Yeah.
whatever that.
Ah, yeah. If your car breaks down, you call here. Is that free?
I feel like we are in Argentina or Chile. I think.
Yeah, that could be. Come on, croissant! I want to eat you. Ambulances.
Blue and yellow. Maybe those are the Brazilian colors.
No, it's just like their municipal like colors.
Be careful. Is that a cop?
Yeah, copper or a road cop.
Or traffic cop.
No.
Those are
He's
some
got all
serious
kinds of
guns.
ways to control the people on his belt there.
He's got a flashlight and a cell phone.
I think he's got a taser too.
Is that a pistol? Maybe. Dude, the cops in Brazil are fucking insane, dude.
He'll fuck you up.
No, they'll fucking rob you.
Dude, cops in Brazil won't rob you. Kids in Brazil will rob you.
everyone will fucking rob you, dude.
I had a classmate in uni. He said he was in Brazil, living in a certain area of, I don't remember the city now, and he used for a week he used a particular bus stop to get on the buses. After he left, a week later, there was a junkie guy who just entered the bus, shot the driver, asked for money. The driver didn't want to give it to him, so he shot the driver, took the money, he got out, waited for a second bus, just shot the driver, and left.
God damn.
God.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty wild.
Does the girl have panties on, or is it just?
Yeah, this is
A
this
lot
is an
of,
erotic club.
A lot of what they
She has
do
a
is
little
they'll do a lot of the robbing on like motorbikes. So they'll
Oh,
go
yeah,
up with
she has
Yeah.
they'll ride up to with a
Whiskers,
pistol. and then
Paris
just-
night.
We were distracted and we're all gonna die now because we were distracted by sex, so we're not gonna use really useful like how to survive in developing nations.
Notice the chain, how it prevents the girls from escaping.
La
Yes.
Passion. La Passion, that's what it says.
There was a picture.
Colombia,
on
it's
the
Colombia. It says like Colombia.
Nice.
All you looking at titties here. I'm looking at the fucking country here. I'm a detective. I'm a man of sheer
So-
fucking will.
I was looking at the vagines.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, the
Steve,
machines.
we have our priorities, okay?
We're in Colombia.
I'm gonna get my
what is this?
cracker fingers ready.
That's blurry as fuck, but it says Colombia.
I was looking to see if the woman had a vagine or not.
Pretty sure she does.
She has puppies, but does she have vagine?
My wife was very nice until she
Open
turned
bobs.
13, and then her vagine started to hang out like a sleeve of wizard.
I got like halfway through Borat, and I was like, I can't. And
I just saw the second one. It was pretty good.
I wouldn't watch the second one. I would just watch the first one. I feel like the first one was much more.
Absolutely, it was much
I
better.
want to
but
see how incriminating
I
the
mean,
second one is.
the problem. Well, the problem
second
is
one with
the problem
Giuliani
is
was hilarious.
the problem is
Yeah,
he
that's
became
what I
he
was
became so world famous that it's harder for him to do the pranks. But they actually pulled them off pretty well in the second one. I was surprised.
Can we try to just give a quick zoom on Colombia and let's try to find Apollo?
Sure.
When in doubt, visit the whorehouse. Sorry, is that
As a former
insensitive?
sex worker,
I'm sorry, that's
know
insensitive.
what's
I
up.
apologize. I
Mhm.
apologize to all my
Pay
prostitute
me,
viewers.
pay me well enough. You can call me whore.
I mean,
Hold
I don't
on,
know
I don't
about you, but I know all the prostitutes like to log onto YouTube and watch my channel.
You don't know, Steve. You just don't know.
Just rubbing their hands together, having their morning coffee. I gotta watch some GeoGuessr.
Well, Steve, I used to be a sex worker, and I play GeoGuessr, so you know, hey.
Well, I have
Right, but
15
you-
minutes, so I can watch some GeoGuessr. You mean like that in between the jobs?
In between sessions,
Yeah.
I didn't have sex though with my clients. I used to beat the living fuck out of them and made them squeal like pigs. You know, politicians. Like if I mean, I have that whole non-disclosure thing,
This is a family.
and I have that
friendly
whole
program.
confidentiality thing. But I certainly had my share of politicians that I did horrible things to. I'll just leave it at that. I'll let you guess.
I bet your favorite Christmas song is the Nutcracker.
No, it's
That's
Fist Me for
that's
Christmas by the Wet Spots,
play.
actually.
Oh God.
Who did you vote for, you motherfucker? Did you vote for Trump? Come here.
That's a paddling. That's a paddling. I'm taking a bite while you guys look over all these little tiny town names.
Okay, so we're looking for Apula. I bet we gotta zoom in even more, but even still,
Yeah.
take a look. It's pretty hilly in this area.
Yeah.
Oh, God, and there's a student in New York City just trying to, like, harangue me, like, thinking if he keeps pushing, maybe I'll say yes.
What?
And chain him up and beat the shit out of him for money. I'm like, no. I said, that sure sounds like entrapment to me, sir. And he said, I'm a Hasidic Jew. You don't have to worry about that. I have nothing to do with the police. And I was like,
He has his own police.
That's so
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, I was like, okay. But,
You're a Hasidic Jew. Do you wanna visit my guest chamber?
Oh shit.
you know, I had a friend who was Jewish who had a Jewish Nazi uniform fetish.
What? That's
Yeah.
so bizarre.
That's really
Oh my
interesting.
God.
Mm-hmm.
That's really fucking interesting.
Isn't it interesting, though? Like, from a psychological standpoint, I was like,
Twisted.
I mean,
She also had a
That's
broken
like-
doll fetish, so she liked wearing like leg braces and stuff.
That's like the end of a movie where it's unexpected.
You know what her day job was?
What?
Psychologist in psych wards.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
How fitting. That makes sense, actually.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the most hardcore people that I had as clients were all like in like therapy. Like yes, I work at a deeply disturbed children's ward. I see really fucked up shit, and I need really severe catharsis now.
Yeah. Should I be worried about Steve then?
I don't know. Who's Steve?
oh, there's a place called Albania in Colombia, on the top right.
Really?
He's like,
Where?
he's like trying to distract us. He's
No,
like,
seriously, zoom in. Go up top right, to the right, there, down.
Oh, yeah.
Route
I
88,
see
right
it.
under your mouse. Yeah.
Oh my
Albania.
god. I have to go there now.
right next to La Pena. Un abre de el ojo. An ojo egg. I don't even know if Apulo is the name of a town.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
let's leave it then.
Yeah,
Doctor,
let's like.
I have a weird feeling that I'm a cookie. You mean like a
Oh
small
wait,
white
welcome,
one?
welcome to Apulo. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. It is Apulo.
Wow.
Ooh, habitantes, it's 8,000, so it's not a big city.
No,
26.
and I love the fact that the welcome to our town is also an alcohol ad.
Nectar.
That is pretty sweet.
It's nectar
just-
without sugar.
I just ordered some awesome Norwegian gin and Danish mead because my friend is throwing like a Norwegian party at his place because we couldn't go to Norway, so it's like a little. It's a socially distanced gathering. So
So how do
yeah.
you feel about having cigarettes put out on your skin, Steve?
It seems very unpleasant. I know somebody who did that because they thought they were badass, but they have a lifelong scar now.
Actually, my primary partner has a couple of those because he was really drunk, and he was in the Air Force, and they were like trying to one up each other about how badass and tough they were. So
Yeah.
we call it a stupid scar.
Yeah, it's not like a cool scar. It's like
No.
it's like one of the worst. Like I heard people. I forget what the circumstance was, but there's some folks who like get them accidentally when they're like all standing close to each other. I forget what the circumstances were, but that's kind of cool because there's like a story behind it and it wasn't intentional. But like when you intentionally put it out on yourself, it's like it's stupid.
Live in privilege in this barrio. Man, we got the street dogs. Whoa, that street dog's a boy. He said, "Look at my big black balls. I'm a street dog. I got big black balls." I'd still pet him. He's cute.
It's a family
probably-
friendly program.
Probably bite me. No, it's not. No, it's not.
This is an educational geographical show. This is for the children.
It's so not.
They gotta be big because they're black.
Oh no. That's not always true.
It's true. You're right. I agree with you.
But sometimes, oh my god, yeah, it is. Well, that is quite a structure. Can you imagine living on this floor? Which do you think would be worse, living on this floor or living on this floor? I was like, that floor's gonna come down on that floor,
Yeah.
so
Perhaps you're right.
Rather be on the top, I guess.
yeah. I'd rather probably live under a tree with some like leaves to shelter me because it's probably less fatal.
Look at that tin roof.
No.
I'm not much of a bottom.
That's what
This
she
town
said.
is a nice town.
I think I'm hearing a bit of a challenge of that. She's like, "Oh, really?"
Apuco Centro.
Apulo.
Apulo Centro, sorry.
Yeah. And they have like a little overpass for their one street in their town.
I mean, it could be smaller. I mean, this town it might be on the map.
It might. It might.
Yeah.
There's always the buildings are always such like
should-
interestingly random colors too.
Yeah.
This is bad. I've been playing way too much Arma. I feel like I want to just like start locking the city down and getting like a sniping position. This is really
What-
bad.
Look,
What's
it's whole
the road
hotel
sign?
colonizer.
Wow. We should
Yeah.
probably look for road signs to find this town.
I mean, to see like what route it's on.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Is it?
I'm gonna make another coffee. I'll be right back.
Look at
Mic off.
this bird.
Oh my god. That's a superpower bird.
Its superpower is chromosomes. It's got
It's
extra.
It's holding South America.
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird globe.
I'm extra chromosomes bird.
There's like a cross, like as its penis right there.
It does, and it also, like, can't even close its mouth. Like, it doesn't have like a full beak.
Nope. It has an overbite.
Mm. You know, the corned beef hash is pretty good too.
Yeah, it is. By the way, I really like that white wall that we just passed. Like, that was actually really pretty.
Oh,
On the boat.
the hotel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a road sign right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you missed
There's
it.
a lake.
Come back.
Salcedo Lake.
What's that one over there? The white one. Oh, it's just a village. Oh no. Verdadero.
We know that there's a lake.
Laguna.
Mic on.
That's over the border. I don't think that's Colombia.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Okay, here.
You know, we're putting our faith entirely in a whorehouse, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is that an insensitive term? I gotta call it something else.
A brothel.
A brothel. There we go. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like offensive. I just need to find better vocabulary.
10 kilometers to this lake.
I got a question actually. The term whore, right? So that's thrown around as an insult. But
Generally is.
if it's used accurately, is it still considered an offensive word?
Yeah, but some sex workers embrace it.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like it doesn't necessarily have to be derogatory, right?
I mean, people use it in sex a lot. This dirty talk too.
Well, I'm not even talking about dirty talk. I'm talking like I feel like having multiple partners or taking money for sex has negative connotation, but if you don't see that as a negative thing, the word whore itself isn't necessarily a bad thing either, right? I'm just trying to analyze the kind
Yeah,
of
I think
like,
it really depends on who's using it and what intent they have.
right, because I feel like the word whore, that's all it means. Like, and,
So
and-
that
and
place that
people
we
can say
saw-
whether that's good or bad, but I think that's like the literal meaning, right? So
What about the place that we just saw in here then? Like, is it bad to call it whorehouse if you don't know exactly if they're having sex with exchange for money?
I mean, a night of El Passion or whatever.
Because if you're a
You'd
sex
call
worker and you don't have sex with your clients, it's not the same then, right?
Like, I was a sex worker because I worked in the sex industry, but I didn't have sex with my clients.
Yeah. And I guess porn stars aren't really whores.
You know,
don't
No,
call
it's,
porn
it's
stars
not
whores.
prostitution if they film you while they pay you.
no. Yeah, so that's different. So like,
With
if
somebody
it's
else that they're paying.
So if it's a brothel where there are sexual favors done for cash, then that's technically, without any connotation, like that is being a whore. But like, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying just the literal definition, right?
I
But
think
the word has grown to have negative connotation. But if you're a porn star, it's different because it's not. It's
I think
more like
prostitute
you're making.
is less.
It's less charged.
Less
I agree.
derogatory.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think
I just like
harlot-
it's one syllable, but yeah.
I think the word harlot is more derogatory than a whore.
What about
I think
strumpet?
they're similar. Strumpet, harlot, soiled dove, fallen woman, lady of the
Soiled
night.
dove.
Soiled
Ooh,
dove.
I haven't
Soiled
heard
dove,
that one.
That's Victorian era. That's what Queen Victoria called them.
I
Was
don't like that one. Ugh, that one's just yucky.
Queen Victoria was not nice to
Mm-mm.
prostitutes.
Mm-mm.
I shall use the word prostitute.
Apulo,
That is
Sandra.
my self-improvement for the day.
Look at that street sign over there. We could probably look at some of those towns.
We were having a big conversation about what is considered
Not that one. The other one.
inappropriate and appropriate.
Yeah.
Like the other day, CJ was just throwing around the term Hmong. He was calling people Hmong, so I'm like, that's like not politically correct, right? I'm like, not only is that like derived from like racial fucking derogatory term, but it also like insults people with intellectual disability. But his argument was that it's such an old term, like the word queer, that it is no longer offensive. But I'm like, dude, it's not like it's people don't embrace the term mongoloid. Like, hello everybody, I'm a mongoloid.
Queer
I didn't know queer was offensive.
People using queer as a self-identification is not, but if you get some like fucking redneck who like spits out, he's like, "What the fuck you doing around these parts, you queer?" Then it still is, yeah. But
allow me to introduce myself. I am indeed a queer. Hello.
Yes, hello. I'm from the queer collective.
I'm a city boy. I'm a queer as well. Good luck, man.
I couldn't find your toilet, so I molested your sister instead.
Wait, so if you use it for self-identification, it's not derogatory.
Well, the word queer, queer is an example of a word that used to be offensive, but people have embraced it. Kind of like the N-word with rappers, like it's, without the hard R, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people embrace it to empower themselves with it. But my point to CJ was that mongoloid is not embraced by anybody.
Does mongoloid refer to Asians?
It's an old term to describe people that have Down syndrome or intellectual disabilities, which originally came from the term Mongol, because they would think that people who couldn't speak English were stupid. So it's like it's offensive on different levels.
Mongoloid is an outdated historical grouping of people of East, Central, Southeast, North Asia, Polynesia, and Americas. Americas.
Brown people.
So our conversation was basically like, if you're so triggered by like certain terms, like how do you throw around this term, which is like offends like 50% of the entire fucking world's population, you know? And we were talking about different words and like how they're emotionally charged, and like I think we were also using the term habibi, right? And we're like, haji, sorry, haji. I mean hajis, right? And like whether the term haji is considered offensive or not, because he was referring to all of the enemies in the game as hajis, stuff like that. It was a really interesting conversation.
Yalla, baby.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
That was so corny. I was just never mind. I don't want to explain that.
Oh, my colleague was making fun of me in my work before COVID. He was following me once to the kitchen, and he was saying Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And then he comes to the kitchen, and I'm right behind. He's right behind me, and he says, "What did you say before? It was Salam Alaikum." And from behind him, he sees response, Alaikum Salam, and it's like...
Assalamu alaikum?
Yeah, because I think one is like when you're welcoming people, and one is when you're leaving and saying goodbye.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's Salam Alaikum is God be praised, which is like, I would say it's like a default welcoming term. And then Alaikum Salam is the reply, but you have one more term that you can use as a hello.
Yeah.
Wait, let me have a look.
For a while, I became like the liaison of my martial art to all of these people in Afghanistan, like, including like heads of the organization. But they had like so many questions, and they had access to so few resources and stuff. But those guys were all really nice to me, and they were very respectful. And they treated me like I, was a figure of authority to them. Nice. People make a lot of assumptions about people. Oh, they live in this country. They must all be like Taliban, and it's not the case at all.
No, I totally agree with you. Yeah, and I hope that wasn't implied with what I was saying.
No.
Yeah.
I just had very little sleep, as usual. Apulo, everybody point at the dumpster. Next to the pool. It's great.
So, one word for hello is salam, which means peace, and the other one is merhaba, which means like hello.
I don't remember the merhaba one. That's good to know.
Yeah, I've never known that one.
There's a lot of places in the world where I've been invited and welcomed with like offer full of hospitality, like a place to stay, food, get driven around, everything, and I'm sad that a lot of those places I like wouldn't feel safe going to. By myself especially. Oh, like Qatar. I'm not going to Qatar.
So here's something fucking wild, right? So when Mira and I were in Morocco, we were in some really kind of like off the beaten trail places, and we saw these two like, remember Mira, these two like blonde like model looking chicks. They looked like straight up models, and they were just like with one sketchy tour guide going through like the borders of like Algeria and the desert for like days on end. And let me tell you something, on the border and the deserts of Algeria, you got dudes with AKs that are like doing deals by SUVs, and if you go near them, they'll just raise a gun, and you're like, you gotta step away. So these two like totally like blonde chicks are just like, traveling the world alone in these really dangerous parts. Like it's definitely doable, but I don't know. I always have mixed feelings. Like, where do you draw the line between like being adventurous, independent, and smart, and then like putting yourself in dangerous situations as well? It's like, it's a really fine line to draw when you're traveling. It's like,
well, I always feel
it's really difficult.
Uncomfortable.
Because we've also had to ask ourselves that a lot. Like, where are we getting to the point where we're being irresponsible?
Oh, they wouldn't do anything to you just because you're a woman. They wouldn't respect you, and they would bitch about you if you wouldn't hold up their whatever laws or habits they have.
Yeah.
Because Arabs are not like, they are derogatory when a woman requires attention, and they just won't give it to her, like, because they can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have a bigger problem because you're a white Western woman. So if there's a dude with AKs, you would most likely end up in chains somewhere in the basement, being asked to deliver 50k.
Well, that's what we were saying.
The U.S. has done some pretty awful things in the Middle East to, a lot of people. And I'm not gonna say, oh, this is right, this is wrong, these are the bad guys, here's the good guys. But like, villages being bombed and people losing like their entire family and stuff. I can understand them being, not very happy to see, Americans like hanging around.
Oh, of course, it's the same with Egyptians and Russians and Czechs and Germans.
I mean, of course, some people have animosity against Americans, but I think there's some cultural things that blonde, white-skinned woman is highly desired just because they're so unique, I guess, for that area. That's
no. Also, I'm fat.
Harax is right about the ransom stuff. That's it's pretty rampant in certain areas, and Algeria is like 10 times more dangerous than its surrounding countries, I would say. As well.
Yeah.
Well, for me, going to a number like Afghanistan, Iran, a number of places like that, I'm fat, and that's actually really desirable there. So, like a lot of places, I feel like, oh, nobody's gonna like.
You would get at least 100 camels.
I had a bus driver when I was in college. He used to say that. He'd say, "In my country." In my country, we called him Turkish Elvis, I think, or something. He said, "In my country, you would go for 40 camel."
Yeah,
that guy was like,
in Africa too, actually.
That guy was like, yeah, he was like everybody's favorite bus driver though. Like he took no shit whatsoever, and he was hilarious. Like one day, like some teenager like threw a rock at the bus, and he stopped the bus and opened the door and yelled at all the teenagers that were on his bus, "Get him!" And they all ran out. Beat the shit out of the kid and then came back on the bus.
Right. Steve and Mira, I tagged you in something in general. I think this is for you. And since Eve brought it, Eve has a fun story with it, I'll tag you with that as well. There you go. Have fun.
Oh.
Have many camels is your girlfriend or boyfriend with? Oof. Let me do this. While we play.
Yeah, hold on.
Boob size.
Who should I sell? Myself or let's sell myself first.
Age 30. Ooh, that's over 74 camels for.
Mira, how many centimeters are you? I don't know centimeters.
I don't know either. I'm like 5'3". I'm just gonna go
I think
like
I'm
short.
168. 5'5".
Yeah, that would be 5'5".
Okay, what's 5'3"?
158, maybe 160. I don't know.
5'3" is 160.
Look at that.
160. Cool.
Not bad.
Great eyes.
thanks to
big
Google.
boobs.
I was just guessing.
I'm worth 51
Mira's worth
camels.
64
Wow.
camels.
I'm worth 61.
64 camels.
I'm 51 camels. I'm kind of like I'm not fertile as much anymore.
Ah.
Let me see how much I'm worth.
This is hilarious.
Let's see. I'm gonna
How tall is 6'3"? 192?
Something like that. I'm only worth 50 camels. I'm not a good buy.
Oh boy, I don't have a beard. I don't know if they're gonna like that.
Oh shit! My secondary is
Oh.
worth 73 camels.
Nice.
I'm worth 50 camels.
Hmm.
And a hump.
I'm surprised it
Giggity.
doesn't have weight here.
Let's see.
And usually it's better if you're a male with a short hair, because when I was in Malaysia, everybody was coming to me to take pictures with me, and I had hair like up to my waist in my back.
Wow.
And then one, well, I still have them so long, but one girl told me that because they're Muslim, on their school every guy needs to have a short hair. So
Well,
they never
unless-
properly saw a guy with a long hair.
Unless you're
Max, you've got long hair, right?
Sikh
Yeah.
from India.
It's gonna cost you some camels there, my friend.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to grow that hair?
A few years.
Okay. Do you get a lot of attention from that? Because I can imagine in Czech that must also, in Prague that must also
know,
be
it-
I found a
exotic looking.
town for us, Humpa. Let's
It,
go to
it,
Humpa.
it depends. There are, like, people are telling me you looked better with a shorter hair, and then there are different people telling me you look better with a longer hair. You look better with a longer hair. Then there are people telling me you look better without the beard, and there are people who are telling me that I look better with a bigger beard. So it's like,
Do you have a beard too now?
it's weird. I wasn't shaving for 6 months.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I had a long hair. I was literally looking like a fucking hobo, but
Like
better
Gandalf?
better dressed. And my colleague, who's she's a Slovak, and we work from time to time. When she met me, she always came and she like nibbled my beard. She said, I love beards. And then we
Wow.
talked a bit, and then she said like her dad had this big beard. I was like, oh, girl has a daddy-ish.
Well, most girls pick men that are similar to their fathers.
like dads, yeah, and most guys pick girls that are like their mothers. And I never said that, and you two should never talk about it. Leave
We
it.
all, let's just say we all have the Oedipus complex.
I don't really.
There was I don't know, was it How I Met Your Mother?
None of my partners
the-
are like my dad, really.
The dead guy got a girl into his bed, and she started exactly with this. Like, I heard that girls are usually go out with the guys that look like their dads, and he went with a reply. Well, it's fine. Then in this case, you look like my mother. The whole thing was over.
I dated a guy who was a Norwegian, and his mother said, "Oh, she looks just like your sister," and he said, "No, she doesn't." And then I saw a picture of his sister, and she did look like exactly like me, like way more like me than anyone in my actual family.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And he stopped dating me after that. Oh, hey, that's useful.
Oh, please, let's use this, because I'm getting so tired of looking for this
Yeah.
one town here.
Okay, what the fuck are we looking at, though?
That's the whole map of Colombia, is it not? And it looks like, or is that just the state?
It's either the map of the state or
Zoom
the
out a
map
little
of the
bit.
Colombia, but nonetheless, that road is either river or a road, and you have names of 4 cities on it. So El Colegio, El Portillo,
It looks like the
Villota.
map of Colombia.
Does it?
No, that's not a map of Colombia. That's a map of a state.
Damn it.
Maybe it's Apulo?
Oh, you can see the shapes of the states, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's...
So,
Dun,
hope you're good at puzzles.
Dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, I don't see the state.
I just want to drop a pin and get to the next place, honestly, because we know it's most likely Colombia.
I'm actually surprised that our little boy has been sleeping all
Ugh,
night.
191 miles.
Could be worse.
Yay!
Alright. Thank
We're
you,
not doing-
brothel. Next.
Oh, I am getting dizzy.
Oh no.
We're in Western Europe or America, and it's America, it's the stop sign. Cool. Do your stop signs look like that, Rex? I forget.
Yeah, they do.
Fuck.
I was gonna say, are you sure this is America?
This looks a little flat to be Europe. A little too big.
That round bale.
Europe. It's America.
We got
100%.
Willow Dam. Could be Saskatchewan though, Steve.
Hard to say Willow's Dam without an American accent.
Could
What?
be Britain.
Why do people leave the haystack like that?
They're
It's dry.
drying it. They're drying it. They baled it, they're drying it, then they're gonna like ship it off. You don't want to ship really wet hay, Mira, because it can actually like explode into flame.
Damn.
As it dries.
And it goes rotten and certain animals can't eat it.
Yeah.
It's,
How
Okay.
can it explode? It's wet.
It's the steam from it drying, and the hay, it like starts to compost a bit, and it gets really hot, and it bursts into flame.
Hmm.
well, we did it all the way. I'm sorry, on my granddad's garden. You have like this big tripod with connections at the bottom, and then you basically wait, I need to look for the word because I'm dumb.
With your speaking multiple languages fluently.
Yeah. Well, I'm not Czech, right? So I speak Czech fluently, and I speak English every day in work, and then I'm basically Slovak, and I studied German, Spanish, Portuguese, and I studied Latin on my high school. But
GeoGuessr squad
Right.
for the win.
so you use your pitchforks to actually throw it on them.
Mm-hmm.
If I find a picture, how does it look like? Like the old school, the
Safari
tripods. Oh yeah,
exhibit.
this is it. This is the shit. I'll post it directly into channel.
I don't know about this being the United States, to be honest.
Safari exhibit. Oh no.
Prentice.
This is the shit what we did old school.
Oh yeah, I've seen that in GeoGuessr before.
Snurniak. Oh.
Yeah, you could be wrong here.
What
Big
kind
ass
of
flower
Middle
for-
America has a safari exhibit?
I mean, I've been
Which side
Are
of the
we
road
are we
driving
are we
on?
in
Let
are
me
we
see
in
that car
south?
up there.
in any cars. Yeah.
The left side.
Well, the power lines are above ground, which is also American. This is America. Come on, this has got to be America. Look at this shit.
Wait, is there a stick figure family in the back of this minivan? Let's do some sleuthing. How American is this vehicle?
Mhm.
Oh look, it's got.
Who puts it in the middle though?
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
What is that?
Oh, I was
NASCAR
looking
now.
to see if there was a stick figure family on the back of the minivan. with the children's names and birth dates and what school they go to and what sports they engage in, so that if somebody wants to abduct some children, it's really easy.
Wait. Do people in US really do this detail?
Yes.
So a lot of people
Holy
they
fuck.
put
I
this
never
little.
did that.
It's like a cute little thing they put on the back of their car that shows like how many people are in the family.
Oh
and how
yeah,
many
I
pets
know.
they
Like
have.
it was
And they, like,
man and
put their
wife and
name.
kids.
But for
But-
me, it's just like, ugh, I don't
We
want
don't
people
have
to know that
names
shit.
over here.
Well, not they don't put names on it. They just put like the
Sometimes
the
they
number of
do.
family
I've
members.
seen plenty of them with names.
Yeah, that's a bit creepy. I don't want people to know that
Kaylee
shit.
and Hunter.
Maybe if I lived in some one-horse town in the middle of fucking like America where
Hey.
everyone's just like, how y'all doing today? But not over here, like some fucking rapist like rolling in.
Okay, so we're in the heart of the Golden South, whatever the fuck that is.
Did you just reminded me of fucking Nicolas Cage in Aircon or Con Air?
I haven't seen
Cine
it.
Boya.
I've seen that
Never
movie in
seen-
pieces.
Holy shit!
I've seen it in pieces, man. It's a good movie.
They-
It's like
they-
it's one of
they-
those good
Well,
cheesy 90s.
It's a good movie,
RM
but they
RCMP.
say it's one of his worst Southerner. Like holy shit!
We're in Canada, guys. Visitor Information Center with an E at the end.
Dude, there's
RMP.
RCMP.
This
Mhm.
is
From
Africa.
Melbourne, like Saskatchewan, or
This
someplace.
is Africa.
not
I'm
Africa.
saying, oh, 911.
We're in South Africa.
Royal
Oh.
Canadian Mounted
We're
Police.
not in South.
guys,
We're not in South.
and you
Africa.
call 911 for an
We're in,
emergency.
we're in Canada, right? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, Canada. Okay.
Assiniboia, the heart of the Golden South. So we are in central, south Canada, Alberta, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, someplace like that.
Saskatchewan gets flat as fuck. It's probably in Saskatchewan or
I mean,
What's that?
Saskatchewan has towns like Moose Jaw, which is my favorite.
By the way, does anybody remember Vince Vaughn? There's an Incredibad cheesy movie coming out that I'm interested in, where basically it's a teenage slasher movie, right? But the blonde chick gets stuck in the serial killer's body, and the serial killer gets stuck in the blonde's body. So she's trying to stop the serial killer, but as the serial killer's body. And it looks like good fun, good humor.
Huh.
Vince Vaughn is the serial killer.
Oh, here it is. Assiniboia. Here, it's right here.
Got him.
God.
Mm.
Yeah, see, it even matches the fucking map. I'm pointing. You can't see my finger, but I'm pointing.
It's practically
close are we?
America.
How close are we to? It's pretty close. I also don't.
It's basically all the parts of America that nobody
What kind of
wanted.
American are you? You can guess it twice.
It's Canada. What are you talking about?
But I want to see what road we're on.
No, I'm saying you thought it was America.
I mean, it practically is. Let's be honest. It's just like the parts that they never wanted to trade for, so they just fucking left it up in the.
They left us to the French.
It's just too much
think
land. You
we're
can't
on-
do
we're
anything.
on
It's just
this
too much
part.
land. You can't do anything with it. It's just fucking cold. Like thousands of square miles of just like flat, cold, wet land with like lakes everywhere.
Here.
Yeah, that would be good for some secret military sites.
I mean, we have secret military sites like in the middle of Europe, dude. It's not an issue.
Well, it's not secret. We all know you have military sites in Europe.
North Pole. Well, we also have secret ones. North Pole, Antarctica, the Pacific Isles. China's making their own fucking islands that we're disputing. You know, America is so salty about China just making islands and putting military bases on them.
No. Stop. It's kind of hilarious, though. Really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
We are at an intersection with like a little dirt road that goes and turns off a bit. We're on this section of road here. I could, but there's no road across there, right? Oh no, wait, there is. Oh, there is. This. There's something that like curves like a fucking. Okay. So this is the highway, right? And there's a road that branches off one direction. And then there's a road that like goes in like this kind of tuning fork shape the other direction. Ah, here we go. I think that would probably be right here. Actually, kind of right, like right there. Oh,
10
yeah!
meters. Okay, 5K. That makes up for all the random drops we put on.
Yeah.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Ooh.
Is
Is that kid rollerblading?
We're in
Is that kid,
Daisy.
is that kid rollerblading? Zoom in.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is Eastern Europe.
Well, yeah,
He's
these
running.
This is
you
fucking
think?
Eastern Europe.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can play with The Witcher or Daisy in here, yeah. This kid is just chasing the car. Or chasing something. Uh-oh, where did
Oh.
the kid go? Okay, there we go. Yeah, he
He's a
decided
redhead.
he's gonna chase the car.
Yeah.
Look at
Let's see how
Doc.
far he gets. Let's see how far he gets.
He's trying. Look at him.
Wait. Go front. Go.
This
One more.
car is cruising.
One more. One more. Sign on the Cosmetica.
Cosmetica.
This is either Czech or Slovak.
Oh, nice. We got some insider help here. Man, look at this kid, man. He's booking it. Like
He caught up at the intersection.
Oh,
We
wait,
need to.
different.
We need to
where's
find the
where's
name
the
of the
kid?
village. So we need to find the road that goes out.
Well, I was hoping that we could go.
Street signs. Street signs.
Well,
Street signs have it. Come on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can.
No,
do
the other side. The other side. These are
Look.
sun-kissed.
Aw, look at the cute kids.
Zoom in on that street sign.
Addie.
Magyara.
Addie.
This is Hungary.
Got
I'm
him.
hungry.
Why? Why do you say that?
Gyar.
Gyara.
There's also
Gyara.
symbols on the left as well. Flag is that? Is that a flag?
It's a train.
Nice. Nice. All we gotta
Follow,
do is
follow,
town
follow
name.
this road. Follow this road out of the town, and when you get out, just turn around. We will find the name of the town.
Yeah.
That's the.
Check that sign. Check that sign.
Yeah, this is Hungary. This is Hungary. This is Hungary. 100%.
Wow. What is? Wait. What is all of this?
Because
Huh?
my
That's rough.
grandparents spoke Hungarian, and we have a family there, so I don't speak much, but I know how the writing, and it's like basically it's like Finnish.
I was
yeah.
teaching an autistic teenager geography one time, and he's like, when I was teaching about Hungary, he's like, "Where's thirsty?" It was really cute. It was really cute.
Yeah, like my best friend is, and sometimes the like dry observational humor is so fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Sometimes unintentional, and sometimes it's just like, damn, that was really clever.
He said something really funny one time. I can't remember what it was, but it was something like he told a really a dry humor joke, a really literal joke. It was like actually really funny.
Do you know how do you call a magician that lost all of his magic?
What?
Jan.
Young, you said?
Yeah.
Like take the word magic out of magician, and you have Jan left.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That's definitely some.
How do you call a Mexican without a car? Carlos.
Oh. Hey, Dave. What do you call a man with no arms and no legs floating in a pool? Bob. A man with no arms and no legs
Yeah.
lying on the front of your door. Like lying in front of your door.
I don't know.
Matt.
Yo, yeah.
What do you call a man with no arms and no legs that you've nailed to the wall? Art.
I like these.
They get increasingly dark.
What do you call their sister that's only got one leg? Eileen.
That's a good one.
Oh man.
Where do women with one leg work?
Where?
IHOP.
Oh. What do you call a cow with no legs? Brown beef.
Patty?
A hamburger.
Brown beef.
Brown beef. That's good.
What do you call a cow with 3 legs?
They say silence is golden, but duct tape is silver.
What do you call a cow with 3 legs? how it's like lean beef.
Oh, man. You guys are too clever. That was hilarious, Rax. So it's golden, but duct tape is silver.
Good. Oh, here, this is something.
Well, that's the name of the city. Good luck. Yes,
got
I'm
this.
not shitting you. This is the name of the fucking city.
I'm just gonna look at the first half, right? So
The second part. Latarashai, or
Oh, that's
I would
the
say
one.
Latarashai. Yeah.
Just look for a word that starts with V and is super long.
No. He's saying the part that starts with an L.
I
is
would
the
say-
second one.
I'm not sure if it's 2 words or but I think Latarashai might be the name of the city or the whole side. But this is the city herb and the name of the city. Usually it goes like that. So we have the whole name of the city and then the city herb. Vamos Shabashadai. Nadishendayanos. There's like 3 names together and it's one city name.
I'm so confused.
Rahabidveg. Hosu Preistig.
Well,
Heki Hatsen Jakob.
I would be so content just taking a year of my life and just sort of like backpacking through all of these East European countries. I would really enjoy that. You guys have such good like food and drink, man, and just like cozy like pubs and stuff.
It's just a simple.
And I love the
life.
cold. I love the cold winters. I don't know. I just love that whole region of the world.
we can sit around on some plastic chairs and drink beer, and when you're tired of that, some kvass, right?
Dude, I got so
kvass is
wasted
Russian, but yeah.
in Czech Republic, man. I was drinking just the whole time there. It's crazy. They drink. I think Krax knows this, but in Prague and or Czech, they drink more beer per person than any other place in the world per year.
They did some calculation and it was approximately 4 liters per person, including infants.
Wait, what?
And it's part of it's because they drink lagers, right? Because that's where pilsners are from.
Yeah.
Or pilsners rather. So it's lighter, but it's also just a way of life too. Like drink
Oh,
with everything.
Pilsner's not lighter. Pilsner's at least 12 degrees. Good Pilsner is at least 12 degrees, which
Really?
is at least 13.5 degrees of alcohol.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
But it's 12
can
degrees
range.
beer is about 4 to 6% alcohol. Sorry.
6%'s pretty thick. 4%'s pretty average and pretty light, but 6 is pretty heavy for a pilsner.
I'm not seeing it.
Keep cruising. I'm sure we'll spot it. It's not. I think we've got it as soon as we. Country's only so big.
Yeah, it's not a huge country.
Holy shit! It's like.
And these
Can
names are great.
Can you please pronounce the name of that city that your mouse is right next to?
Backyardum.
Yes.
Magyardom Begiház. Magyardom Begiház.
Vajayji Haza. Vajayji Haza.
Dude, that one above it. Look at that one above it, though. Look at that one.
Kova.
Look at the one above that. To the top right of that. No, it's to the right. To the right. To the right.
Higgies. Magyar.
Yeah, so that whole shit is the name of the city.
It's 15 letters in that shit.
Zabazabadi.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to ask for directions. It'd be like,
Can I go to the... I'd like to go to the basketball.
I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I had to like ask for directions in such a convoluted name.
Actually, just tell me how to get to Bolged. Bodged.
Bodged.
Bodged Tepe. Sarand. Mike Perks.
Something tells me you're saying that with an American accent.
Debrecen.
Well, isn't there the Austrian city that's named Fox?
Fulopt.
Was it the Netherlands that were like really funny names?
Really great names.
I don't
They're
remember.
someplace like that.
Yeah.
Might have been Belgium.
I think it was the Netherlands.
Yeah, it could have been. Maybe we'll get lucky and end up there again. I can read us more city names.
Well, Finland has some goofy ass names, like fucking 4 vowels in a row.
Yeah, but that's the thing. How you recognize Finnish, right?
Yeah.
If it's at least 3 A's, if it at least doesn't have 3 A's behind each other, then it's not Finnish.
I don't see this place.
Magyar Hosázi.
Vis.
Michalani Casimir. Oh, Pista. You see that Pista, Bysta?
Mm-hmm.
On the top of the map. That's the village where my grandparents lived.
Oh,
Which one? Where?
Pista. In the top right corner of the map now.
Pista.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's right over the border.
This is Slovakia.
Cool.
So you literally went to the hills, you went to the forest, you crossed the hill, and you were in Hungary.
I don't see this place. I think
Yeah.
I'm cool with dropping a pin.
I wouldn't be surprised if you just dropped the pin.
Yeah,
drop the pin.
Watch her randomly drop a pin right on the city.
Yeah, it could happen. It's not very far. 90 miles.
Very nice. We don't get hungry enough. I like that one. That was fun.
We didn't do terribly. Do you guys want to do another round or no?